Well, here's a late February update. The tank's really still doing pretty good. I recently shuffled some of the corals around because we were getting into a scenario where I think there was going to be some stinging. Um, Move I just did 2 days ago, which I'm happy with, is I swapped the spots of that Leptocerus in the background and this Alveopora here. Um, that Alveopora was getting pretty close to touching with that purplish frog spawn back there. So by moving it over here, actually it's kind of a perfect spot for it because the flow from the MP40 pulls all of the polyps up towards it, so works out really pretty good. That green and purple Monty has really taken off. I think I'm going to have to move it, but I don't want it to start encrusting on the rock. I've currently got it on a piece of rubble there where I can break it off and move it, but I guess I'll just keep an eye on it for the moment. Really, the only coral in here that's not doing stellar is my torch here. I don't know what's going on with it. It actually looks pretty good today. It's been just kind of in a mediocre state for a few months. You can see it has decent mantle. I'm going to call it mantle extension, but the tentacles or polyps are just, they're kind of short. I don't know, it's been that way for a while. I haven't been able to figure it out, but it's doesn't look like it's dying, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Everything else really is doing pretty good. I moved some things around on this top area here. You can see where I moved one of my hammers. I moved it from that white spot there. I moved it over to back here. So it seems to be doing okay. Micromoose are doing good. The Lobo's just kind of chilling. That guy's always done really good. And my Yashikobis seem to have settled in. I'm not quite sure where they're at today. They're still kind of on the move. But they are, if we can see, yeah, can't find it, but they seem to be doing pretty good. All in all, tank's doing pretty good. These RFGs weren't working very good. You can see they're working good now. I dipped them in citric acid for, I left them in there for maybe about an hour. That seemed to work pretty good. Now they're working really good. Even though they didn't look terrible, apparently there must have been buildup inside that was preventing them from working like they were supposed to. But, yeah, that's it. Oh, and you can see, I guess one other thing I'll say is my yellow head jawfish made his new home here. I ended up spacing that rock up, and you can kind of see him in there. He's got lots of room in there now. And the Midas Blenny still tries to live in his old house here, but it just keeps closing in on him, and his mouth just isn't big enough to kind of keep it open. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. All right. That's it for the update.